I told you guys in a previous video that the man who is born powerful, aka independent, pursues beauty his whole life, whilst the woman who is born beautiful pursues power, aka independence, her whole life. The man who is born powerful pursues beauty his whole life. But the type of beauty the man pursues is different depending on whether he is masculine or performing masculinity. There is no internal dragon like lust. A lot of work needs to be done in order to slay this dragon. It can never truly be killed. And there will always be those who have an excessive dysregulated desire towards those things. Always be those who are unable to meet their own needs. Always be those who are seeking meaning and fulfillment in life, but cannot find it. So they in turn submit to the meaning and fulfillment the woman proclaims to have and sells. And when he is able to overcome this, he is able to finally see what true beauty is. Both men pursue beauty their whole lives. They are constantly looking to add color to their lives, music to their lives, artistic expression to their lives. But the masculine man sees beauty in everything: pain and joy, bad and good, death and life. He is in love with the process of life, not just the outcomes that can be achieved in life. No longer having a lust for the woman, he now has a lust for life. The masculine sees beauty through the lens of meaning. And this is a state of being that can only be achieved when a man has committed himself to being 100% vulnerable with the self. This is the process of masculinity. Whilst the performative man can only see beauty in the woman. And because of this, he is unable to give himself a sense of meaning and fulfillment in life. There is only so much beauty the woman can provide, only so much meaning and fulfillment the woman can provide. But because this man isn't vulnerable with himself, he has denied himself of truths that will communicate and show to him the true essence of life, the true beauty in life. All of the color, music, and artistic expression he blinds himself to. He tells himself isn't beautiful. He will see his independence as isolation. He will see his duty and his responsibilities as slave labor. Desire to sacrifice himself for the greater good as weakness. And this is why the performative man always feels powerless, always feels weak. A man who is vulnerable with himself, a man who has exposed himself to himself, will then be able to expose himself to life. Once you've surrendered yourself to the self, you're able to surrender yourself to life. And what happens is that you begin to enjoy the process of life. The masculine is so much more tuned into the processes and the mechanisms and the affirming of life that he gets most of his rewards through the processes of life, not the outcomes of life. The woman is antisocial. The woman says no before she says yes. The woman is a creature of no. And as I said, the masculine is a creature of yes. The woman is designed to reject you. She's a disqualifier. She literally has dopamine and a sense of reward from rejecting, embarrassing, and abandoning men. That's her job. The woman's job is to ensure excellence. If she deems you not good enough, she has a desire to reject you and embarrass you, even humiliate you. I always say God sends the woman to you, and the woman acts as a mirror to you. The woman reflects where you are on the part of your journey. She will do everything to throw you off center. She will do everything to become an enemy of progress to your direction, to test you, and to make you fall. The woman will lock onto any insecurity you have and try to expose you for them. The woman who has true colors is so certain that the man has true colors, and she's obsessed with uncovering your true colors. The man in the video has been vulnerable with himself to the degree to where he doesn't put his sense of self-worth in the woman. He doesn't outsource his sense of self-worth into the woman. He doesn't externalize his sense of self-worth. This is the reason why her no's didn't faze him. Her rejections didn't faze him. Her disinterest didn't faze him. He was never once moved off center. This shows confidence. This shows that he has an inner flame. This sense of validation and approval and understanding and acceptance comes from within. And so in this little back and forth he has with the woman, in this little dance with the woman done all of her antisocialities, and she did everything to trigger him, to put shame into him, to make him feel insecure and to throw him off center, and she was unable to do so. She began to feel his aura. She began to feel that he is very vulnerable with himself. She began to feel his masculinity. So in turn, he began to win her over. Antisociality will always crumble in the face of pro-sociality, fellas. And this is the reason why the masculine is always pro-social. Negativity will always crumble in the face of positivity. This is the reason why the masculine is always positive. The masculine has a positive evaluation of himself, of others, and of the world. And this positivity is infectious. This positivity brings the pro-social out of the antisocial. This is the mechanisms of attraction, fellas. This is the mechanisms of sexual attraction. This is how a man is able to emotionally lead a woman, the woman who is not comfortable being vulnerable with herself. So she has defense mechanisms, so she has coping mechanisms, so she has manipulations and avoidant motivated behavior. She feels compelled to men who are not the same, men who are polarizing to her. It was this man's enjoyment of the process, enjoyment of the back and forth, enjoyment of overcoming her walls, her rejections, and her control mechanisms that got him the reward and the outcome he was looking for. Masculinity is not a performance. It is a process. It is a martial art, something you dedicate your entire life to. When you do this, you will project strength, and this strength is projected onto others in his posture, in his tonality, his nervous system, his body language, his micro expressions, and how comfortable he is to freely express himself, his intelligence, his charm, his charisma, his wit, his ability to communicate, his self-control, his emotional discipline, his sexual discipline. Fellas, I hope you guys have loved this video as much as I love you guys. Thank you for your support.